Of course, it's definitely speculation behind his death. But I really wanted to jump into that, man. I'm like, yo, how do we get to a point where there's a man on this planet that has been saying he's curing people from cancer and AIDS? Excuse me. And on this planet, he goes to court. And on this planet, he proves that he has the cure to cancer, to AIDS and cancer. And on this on this planet right here, we are not protecting this man at all costs and picking his brain to spread the word. You gotta understand that people don't want to spread the word. I done a lot of research on a lot of different things. I even researched Dr. Sebi, in which I saw where his mother told him in the early 90s. She said, son, they gonna get you, son. She said, they don't want you doing what you're doing. And he said, Mom, I'm trying to cure the world. Of course they want me to cure the world. And she said, no, son, they don't want you to cure the world. And what his mama was telling him was that this is very dangerous territory when you talk about the money that comes from cancer research. All right? If we have a government that's receiving billions of dollars for quote-unquote research, do y'all think that one day they're going to say, you know what, we don't want these billions of dollars no more. We're going to put a cure out and just stop all this. And then the trickle-down effect of you not having to go to the doctor, you not having to have a hospital bill. It's all about the freaking money. All about the money. So, and like Darnell said, the big pharmaceutical was bigger than him. Pharmaceutical, man, that's a heavy bully right there, man. That bully is something that you don't want to mess with. A lot of people still speculate that bully took out Kobe Bryant. And I know I will echo those statements. And I know some people may cringe when I say that. But from the research that I've done and that I saw, that pharmaceutical companies had a lot to do with Kobe Bryant's death. And it became very coincidental that he died a week of a trial that he's supposed to go to, where he had some damning evidence against, I believe it was 3 big pharmaceutical companies. He had some really damning evidence on some stuff that was going to open up a wormhole. You may open up a can of worms as far as corruption in pharmaceutical companies. Y'all know Kobe. Kobe a fighter, man. Kobe go for your neck like he do in the court. So he's going for their neck in the courtroom. He didn't make it to that court date. I'm talking about $1 trillion industry, and I did research on that, man. I'm telling y'all take the time to research. Just research basic shit and watch how your mind gets blown. Just research the pharmaceutical companies. Just research who started what and who did what and how they did it. You'll quickly see corruption. You know what I'm saying? It's like right there in the blueprint. Whoa, what? Hold on, wait a minute. They did what to do what? They did what? They made that so you can do that. What? You know, you understand this stuff is with the billionaires. That's how they think. The billionaires don't think about getting money and chilling. They think about getting money and keeping it going. So when Bill Gates says something like, let's give the computers a virus so we can make an antivirus for the people to buy, you don't think that same Bill Gates ain't saying, let's give the world a virus so we can make an antivirus that the people can buy? You didn't think about that? Y'all ain't put that dot together that he working with the COVID situation? Same man who said put the viruses in his computer so we can make an antivirus and get them to buy it. Same man who put almost $1 billion into this whole situation. Why he put all this money into vaccine programs 3-4 years prior to this? Y'all ever think about that? You ever think about that? I'm telling you, I'm going to help y'all here on Candid Talk. Shout out to Alicia. Definitely, yes, research it, man. Research is some of the basic things you can research will blow your mind. The pharmaceutical companies, who they're embedded with, what exactly is what? Why are things being pushed to you? Why the opioid? Look at opioids. Look at the source of that. These people who knew they could make something that would debilitate America and keep them addicted and keep them coming for more and more and more. Or this whole wave, like an old man told me, if you go looking for a diagnosis enough, they're going to give you a diagnosis. If you go to your doctor enough and keep on trying to, I know something might be wrong here or there, they're going to mysteriously put something on your ass to where you paying somebody for a new prescription. That's how these things work. And it's not really about helping you get better. It's about helping you get through and keeping you on the medication. That's why they don't like people like Dr. Sebi Because he ain't talking about no damn money. He trying to fix y'all and let y'all just go on about y'all lives. That's not how the game work. That's not how the game work. They are not here to fix you. They're not here to help you survive. They're here to get you to keep spending money on your medications. I have an aunt who I just told y'all was diagnosed with bone marrow cancer. She also has, diabetes, blood pressure issues. You name it, shingles, you name it, she got it going on. And I look at her medicine cabinet, and the amount of medicine that they're telling her to take a day is ungodly. And all these medicines have contradicted themselves and made a reaction happen here, reaction happen there. This one makes your blood pressure rise. This one makes your feet swell. This one makes your back hurt. This one makes you go half blind. You can't take all these damn medications. So all this stuff inside of her is causing a lot of issues in her body. And she was the case in point of what they want. She was the case in point of what they want out of an American. They want you on everything. When you get older, you get to them 40s and 50s and 60s, they don't want you striving out here fine, living natural off life. And no, you need to be on everything. Them commercials jumping. What's wrong with you? You 40, you 45, you got to have something wrong, right? That's what's going on. And it's sad. It's sad, man. And like the comment section said, doctors aren't in the healing business. I hate to say that. I got some good people that are doctors. I know some good people I got people in my family with good hearts. They mean well. They go to work every day to do their best. But in the end, even they would tell me little things like, yeah, well, the pharmaceutical companies kind of got a hold on the business, on the game, man. They kind of don't want us to keep digging and trying to figure out the real problem with you. They want us to hurry up and get your ass out of there. That means hurry up and put you on the opioid and get you on out and get the next one on in, and let's do the same thing. We're not here to fix no problems. They're not here to fix no problems. And that's sad. Because they make a whole lot of damn money. And don't get me started on talking about that money thing, because I was talking to a teacher the other day, and I let them know that it's a damn shame that still in this country that our teachers make like the same amount that you could make working at a freaking restaurant. Like, come on. Y'all never thought about this stuff? Like, why are we in a country where the people who give us the information are the most looked over people? They're like not well taken care of. Ain't that freaking amazing? I also did some studying about billionaires last weekend. Sometimes I like to get inside the heads of people who have, it's not more about the money. It's more about the having the drive, the goal, and executing. That infatuates me when I look at billionaires, just how you had an idea and you went forward and you made it happen. So I was looking at this billionaire guy from this tech company, this foreign guy, and he was explaining money to people. And he was explaining how the whole structured system is made for the majority of us to not make money. He said as a young child, he said he had a friend who was a billionaire. His family they were billionaires. And so he asked his friend's dad, he said, so you're a billionaire? He said, I'm going to school. He said, I'm in college. And he said, I've done all these things, this trigonometry, this calculus. He started naming all these different subjects, all the stuff he's, done, research. And he asked the billionaire, he said, will I use any of this in my adult life? And the billionaire said, no. And he said, well, why am I wasting my time and my resources and my brain power on stuff that's not going to benefit me in real life? And he said also, why am I living in a country that they're not teaching us how to make money, how to save money, how to build money? They're not teaching us about debt. Why aren't those things in school? And the billionaire looked at him and said they're not supposed to be in school because they don't want everyone to know these things. He said, because you're in school to get a job. And the young man looked at him, he said, I looked at him like, what do you mean? He said, the majority of the world, of the country, you're all in school just to get a job, to be an employee. He said, us billionaires, we're the employer. We're the outliers. He said, so everyone can't have the information. Everyone can't be in the end. They don't want everyone in the end, and they don't want you to learn about money. They want you to know They want you to have debt because that is how they keep the machine rolling. And that is just something to think about. Just on its surface. Just on its surface. You live in a world today where they want you to be broke and stupid. Seriously. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because in the real world, in a society where, imagine if we had a society where college wasn't $40,000, to learn. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine we had a society where we taught each other, we learned from each other, we built up each other. You would talk about euphoria. You would talk about a society where the middle class would look like upper class, and the upper class would look like really high class, and the low class would look like middle class. You would raise all the classes if we kind of roll like that, but it's not made like that. It's made for you to be in debt by the age of 21. You mean to tell me I got to go to your building to learn, and I got to be indebted $40,000 to $50,000, even more to you out the gate? And then I get a job, and then I try to pay the debt off, and then I try to profit after that? This is terrible. This is horrible. Honestly, I don't want to be an asshole and tell kids not to go to college. But man, if you really ain't got your niche of what you want to do with the right determination, you about to waste a whole lot of money. And I know, because I was in college for 6 months, so half a semester. I said, the hell with this. I didn't have that. I said, no, I want to be a marketing agent. I wanted to pitch commercials and give ideas. I said, oh, hell no. I got up in there. I got halfway through that, and I said, you know what? I ain't got no love for this. I'm about to waste some real money. I got out and did what I loved. Comedy, radio, stand-up, television, whatever. I got out of that. Got me a real job that pays very good money, and come out the gate in debt, no debt. And that was the better plan for me. But some older people will tell you, young people, man, you got to be careful, man, because in that stage between 18 and 21, you make some pivotal decisions that affect the rest of your life. You really do. So it's like, the military and college, be sure about what you pick and whatever you decide, because it's going to affect the rest of your life. It is. And we give life advice out here on Candid Talk because it's love. We got love for the kids, man. Y'all are up next. You're up next. Like they said, our schools are now behind the workplace. They are still teaching factory workers in service market. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I mean, you look at somebody that's doing a substitute teacher job. I mean, they just like, You know what I mean? It's like no real benefits. It's just, something needs to change with that. And I don't want to get into the whole, our sports players make millions. I get that. I get why they make millions, because the entertainment. I mean, you got millions of people watching. I'm sorry, when you get millions of people watching, you get millions of dollars. That's just how that goes. That's ain't nothing gonna change that. Ain't nothing gonna change that. I don't want to get that confused. Like I want, the athletes to make less money, because some people use that fight. Teachers make this, and the athletes, well, that's entertainment. And they got a gazillion people watching, so you're gonna make some money. But let's just, we got money to help out in the right places. Let's do these things right. Seriously. And this whole, don't get me started on jail. I don't even talk about jail no more. Moving right along. I done got ahead of myself. Man, we're an hour in heavy. Oh my God. The producer's yelling at me like, jeez Louise, move on. Shout out to the comment section. We lit. That's my musket sound to my new listeners. Moving right along to our Candid Talk topic of the day. Chase your dreams and always be ready. Chase your dreams and always be ready. And when we hear this dream talk, a lot of us think that it's just for young people, 16, 17, 18. No, this dream talk goes all the way up until you leave this earth. You could be 44 years old right now listening to Candid Talk, and I'm telling you to chase your dreams, and I'm not joking. Seriously, if there's anything that you have a passion for, that you haven't touched on or done, because you're worried about how people will accept you,